Hi everyone, it's Danny here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace a compressor on a refrigeration system. This is the back of the unit right here. That's the old compressor. That's the model number and serial number of the unit. And I'll show you the front of it, of the cooler. And this is the front. This is the new compressor here that we are going to be hooking up. So let's get started. So the first thing I did was I cut off the lines after I recovered all the refrigerant in the system. There was roughly 7 ounces inside the system. So I recovered all that, I cut the lines. Very easy so far, and now I'm going to try to take out the compressor here. Looks like I will be needing these 2 screws. That's 4. I just can't reach the nuts in the back. So yeah, I'm using a torque screwdriver to take the screws out of this plate so I can move the whole unit back. So it's easy to grab access. Now it's much easier to work now that I have access to everything.
This would be a good time to clean that thing up.
You bet.
Before you put it back. Do you have some CO2 or something to blow
Nitro.
out?
Nitrogen.
Huh?
Nitrogen.
Oh, just to blow out the
Yeah,
coils.
nitrogen.
Nitrogen?
So now I've taken out all the bolts. Now it should be very easy. Now it should fine. Very easy. Now before I do put the new compressor back on, I'm gonna give this a good clean. See how dirty the condenser is? Take it out from the front. Definitely needs a new clean, a good clean. Okay guys, so I cleaned the condensing unit, the condenser too, and now I'm gonna mount the new compressor on. But the problem is that the holes do not line up. As you can see, the problem with buying European equipment, the mounting of the new compressor does not match. So I have to drill a hole. Make new holes for it. Okay guys, so I made the hole and now I'm just putting in nuts and bolts. So when you're putting these nuts and bolts in for the compressor, you always want to make sure that you put this little spacer inside. This ensures that you don't over tighten the bolt when you mount the compressor. So once that's in, you put the top part in, try to fit into the hole. Sometimes it gets a little tricky. That's in. And now put the bottom part in. Where is it? Here it is. Put that in. And now I'm going to use two hands to tighten the screw now. Two down, one to go. So now we just have the last one here. Gonna do that. So I just finished mounting the compressor, and now I'm going to be brazing the high pressure side. This pipe, this copper pipe to the high side of the compressor. So all I did is I opened up the high pressure side of the condenser side of the copper pipe a little bit so my copper pipe can fit in. I'm gonna put it in like that, like so. And I think I'll go with this side. Make sure it's all the way in. And then the other side can just make it fit in right into the compressor. That's in. Double check. Never hurts to double check. Oh yeah, that's fully in. And remember, once you heat up the pipe, now I'm going to check my bracing for leaks while it's hot. That's all good. And now we can start with our suction line now. Right here. So what I'm going to do now, take this out of the way. Gonna cut my suction line from here. gonna sand off the ends.
You're done with the drill, right?
Yeah, you can take that. Thanks. Now before I raise the suction end. Come on, just relax. I'm gonna put the compressor into place. So now it's been much easier for me. Suction oil. Next thing. Is that I'm gonna use my needle nose pliers. To open that up, so this should fit in very easily. Like so. Now, I'm going to braise that in.
Quiet. Hey, Brent. So will you pressurize it and check for leaks? Or that
You
wasn't
bet.
the cause of the system first, or
Exactly.
that was you before you?
Yeah, no, it's normal.
Yeah.
Well, what we do is we pressure test two ways. Nitrogen first, positively, and then that also dries out the system. And then after that, we said if 10 years sticking right, there should be a lot of like contaminants inside. So positive first, and then we vacuum the system.
10
So
hours.
we check both ways for vacuum. Leaks.
Yeah, it's we never ever had a problem. Like I said, this was the best piece of equipment we ever got. It was a freebie. My neighbor put it out in the lane and said she didn't want it. And,
Like,
and it doesn't owe me a thing. I've never had a problem with it. It's been here since the very beginning.
Like, what is it? What's the saying? Best thing in life for free?
I don't know about that, but not typically. But this one should
This one worked. Hey, you'll take it. Okay, so I brazed the suction line now. That's done. And now I'm gonna install my filter dryer, the new one. Now, before I do that, I'm going to cut off a bit of my cap tube at the end to see how clean the hole is in the cap tube. As you can see, don't know if you can see much, but the cap tube is actually a little plugged. So now I cut it, and now it's fully clear, the hole. You guys can't see it. There you go. So that's the meter. After I cut it, it's like that. And before, was that like that? Let me see if you can focus in. You can barely see that black hole. So I'm going to take off some of the white paint off this and then put that in, and then I'm going to braze and put this into the filter dryer, and then I'm going to braze it. Okay, so now I have the filter dryer in place, cap tube is in, and the liquid line is in. Now before I start brazing, I'll try and wrap up my filter dryer so it doesn't overheat. That's all good now. Now we can start pressure testing with nitrogen and see if I have any leaks. So before I move on, I just want to mention it is very important when you are brazing the filter dryer in the system, you always want to take out the core of the access valve, or else you would melt it. So I definitely took it out before, and now I'm going to put it back in once you are done brazing. And once it's cooled down, just put it in, and then you can tighten it. There you go. It's all done now. Now we can start pressure testing. With all my brazing now, and just brought my nitrogen tank from my van. Now I'm going to pressure test the system. So I hook up my yellow hose to my nitrogen tank. And my red hose, my high side, to either the access valve on the filter dryer service valve, or my service valve on my low side. It's up to you which one you use. I prefer the low side. Once that's done, make sure that both hoses are firmly on. Then you can start opening up the nitrogen tank. This system uses 134A, so I like to pressure test 134 systems with 200 psi. But it's up to you, whatever you use. Anything over 200 I like. So once I reach somewhere around over 200, I turn off both my valves, the hand valve on that, and this one too, my regulator. And now I just wait. I have to wait at least 30 minutes. So while I'm waiting, I'm gonna be using some Big Blue and checking for leaks on all of my braze joints. So first one is that one right there. No leaks there. No leak there. Now my access valve. No leak there. My filter dryer. No leak there. And my cap tube on the other side of my filter dryer. And no leak there. Last place to check is right here on my section line. No leak there. And this is very important. The one on the valve on the filter dryer. No leak there. Oh wait, one small bubble. Just gonna tighten that a bit. That should fix the problem. You see? That's a leak. Just gonna tighten that a bit. Now we're gonna check again. Perfect. No leaks. No leak. Just waiting it out. Okay guys, it's been just about half an hour. The pressure has not moved one bit. Still at 215 psi. And now I'm going to start vacuuming. So I'm going to connect my low side, hose to my low side, and my high side, the red hose to the high side.
So that's $1,500 right there.
Once that's done, what I like doing is putting my
Just let us know if you need anything.
low side hose from my gauge. And take out this end, connect it to my micron gauge. And get another hose that goes from my micron gauge to my valve, to my manifold. That way my micron gauge is in between the manifold and my roll side valve. Make sure all ends are on firmly. Then I'm going to connect my vacuum pump. That's on. So vacuum pump to the manifold, then from manifold goes to my micron gauge, from micron gauge back to the manifold, from the micron gauge to my low side, and my high side is connected to. So now I can turn on my vacuum pump. Crack open my low side. And then my high side. Once it's fully open, now we can turn on my microphone. And I'm going to vacuum until I reach around 1,000 microns. Once that has reached, then I can start charging the system with the 134A. This should take about half an hour to reach 1,000. Okay guys, so the micron gauge reached 1,000 microns and I turn off the vacuum and shut off both my hand valves, and the microns are climbing up but should steady up pretty soon. So nothing to worry about. Just want to make sure it doesn't go out of hand. If it goes to like anywhere above 3,000, I might want to start vacuuming again or check for leaks again. But everything should be good now. So I'm just want to wait roughly 5 minutes. Now if it steadies out before the 5 minutes are up, I'm going to go ahead and charge some refrigerant. I like to say around 30 seconds. If it steadies out for 30 seconds, you're good to go. Right now you can see it's hovering around 2,400, 2,500. It's safe to say that this system has no leak. So I'm gonna go ahead, disconnect my vacuum pump and start filling it with refrigerant. Now how much refrigerant I should put in, you'll see here it says 6.7 ounces. So 6.7 ounces goes in. It's a cap tube system, so it has to be critically charged. Once again, still at 2,500. There you go. So before I disconnect my vacuum, I'm going to close the valve off. And go ahead, turn off my micron gauge. Don't need this hose anymore. Connect that out of the way. Good to go. Put the end caps back on my micron gauge. I want to get dirty inside.
Hamburger, chicken noodle, and a potato leaf. All right. Well?
Just charging refrigerant.
Perfect.
Put that away. Sorry about that, guys. Had a phone call come in. So yeah, like I was saying, I got everything here. Gonna connect my hose to my refrigerant tank. Gonna zero it out. So it's 0, so I'll just measure, it goes to negative, and I'll measure 7 ounces. I'll just round up. No big deal. Okay. All my hoses are on. So first thing first, I'm gonna open up my liquid side of my tank, purge my hose. Then I can go ahead and open up my low side because it's cut off here. It won't interfere with the vacuum inside the system. Purge again my low side hose. Perfect. Then I can open my valve, my low side valve. And just measure 6 ounces. Then I can also open up my high side too. Or 7 ounces, sorry. So 7 ounces hits. It's a little over, but that's okay. That's not much. So now we can connect our cooler. Plug in our cooler, and everything should be working now. So the compressor starts immediately. Condenser fan running. Pressures are adjusting. So now I'm just gonna wait until the cooler reaches temperature and then see what's up. So it's been about 5 minutes. The pressures are still adjusting. Everything looks okay. Temperature is at 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Slowly going down. Gotta be checking my amperage soon. Actually, I'll do it right now. It's good practice to do it. Although it's a new compressor, there's really nothing wrong with it, but it's good practice to do it. We're at 2.7 amps. 2.8 actually, if you round it. And for this compressor, the LRA is 23. So you want to divide that by 5.5. And it should be around 2.7. So everything was running perfect. Looks like we are done here. And now I'm gonna go to my next service call. Hope you enjoyed this video.